if you guys are going to DIY any kind of power system, I'm of the opinion that you must get a thermal imaging camera. This is the cheapest fire insurance you can possibly get. In a nutshell, you are able to scan your system while it's under heavy load and find in a matter of seconds anything that is exceptionally hot or dangerous. Your eyes cannot see heat, but they can through the lens of a thermal imaging camera. And so you can catch problems and issues with your wiring, with your setup, and correct them in seconds with a thermal imaging camera. You can't put a price on peace of mind and safety. But I have good news. This amazing thermal imaging camera from Thermal Master does not break the bank, but is the highest quality thermal imaging camera I've ever used, and I've used quite a few of them. Full disclosure, Thermal Master did send this out to me to test and review. That was months ago. I've had this for a long time, and I get to say and do whatever I want with this. And of course, I will be honest and upfront with you. Spoiler alert, it has impressed me and then some. They've really done a nice job with this. So let me demonstrate how powerful this tool is. I've got a little mock setup here because I have done a lot of work on my Tower of Power to oversize things and torque things correctly and stuff. Anyway, it's kind of boring because nothing gets hot, which is the way we want it. Of course, I scan it with this generally every other month is what I try to do, just to make sure that I didn't miss anything or a connection came loose. But I want to show you just how powerful this tool is with this setup right here. This is a 12-volt battery, 3,000 watt, 12-volt inverter. Side note, this thing is insanely quiet and insanely efficient. I love it. I've got two very heavy loads to put on it. These wires are undersized for the load I'm going to put on it, and so we should see some heat to build up on those, and we'll catch it with the thermal camera. From the battery, we're pulling almost 200 amps, 196.7, you might be able to see right there. All right, we're up to 2,600 watts. Both heat gun and heater are going like crazy. So just from the naked eye, you can't see anything happening. But if we get on the thermal imaging camera here, you'll see that it's automatically pinpointing the point of the connection where the negative wire is connecting to the inverter. And it's saying 99 degrees and climbing 100, 109. We can point our center point right at it, right there, and maybe get a reading of some kind. Yeah, it's saying 97. This camera automatically scans and finds the hottest point. Climbing fast, because that's very overloaded on those wires. 105 degrees now, and climbing. The cables themselves are over 100 degrees. That connection is just where it's heating up the most. So my personal opinion is everyone, no matter what size of power system you're building, whether it's a giant tower of power like mine, or something just as simple as, a single battery to an inverter, everyone would benefit from having a thermal imaging camera. Cheap insurance, you guys. As you saw, it can find stuff and pinpoint it within seconds that otherwise could be something that you completely and totally miss. Because if you're trying to manually check, each connection with, your finger or some kind of temperature sensor or something like that, it's impossible to hit every surface and every connection point and every location. This does it in a quick sweep and automatically in seconds. The investment is 100% worth it, especially something that's this nice at this price point. You're getting really good bang for the buck on this unit, you guys. I've had multiples of other thermal imaging cameras, and none of them come even close to what this is capable of doing. Let me make one more argument for why you should get just a separate handheld unit as opposed to one of the units that attach to your phone. I guarantee you, as soon as you get one of those that attaches to your phone, you're going to want to use your phone to pull up some battery app or something like that, run a calculation on the calculator, something, and it's going to interrupt what you're doing with your thermal imaging camera. It makes life so much easier to have it as one device and then have your phone be its own device. Let's unbox this from Thermal Master. First, check out how nice this hard case is. So it just keeps your tool in pristine and protected condition. The whole interior is filled with foam. Got some documentation here. Ooh, look how deluxe this looks. That screen is giant. I love it. You're going to be able to see so well. Comes with a really nice braided Type A to C charging cable. One of the pieces of documentation it comes with is this calibration certificate, just stating that they tested it at the factory and it was working within spec. And this manual looks huge, but that's because it's got a gazillion different languages. In reality, it's just 7 pages long. Really nice ergonomic grip here. And then there's a little trigger right here that is easily pulled. Here's the front side, and this little switch right here opens the lens to the thermal infrared camera. And then on the top here, you've got your charging port and a spot for a micro SD card. And my particular unit shipped with a 32 gig micro SD card. Let's boot this thing up and see what happens. Look how good that screen looks. That is fantastic. Let's see, it's probably not seeing anything at the moment because I gotta open that little lens cap. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Now I'm starting to see stuff. So if I take my finger and pull this trigger, a quick pull, what it will do is save an image of what I was looking at. You can save it, you can do a recording, you can rename the thing if you want, or you can cancel the save. I'm going to cancel it for now. If you pull and hold the trigger right here again, what will happen is it's going to start recording a video, basically. So you can kind of go through and check things and whatnot and see, what's going on, and you have a recorded history of that. And then you simply pull the trigger again and it will stop the recording, and then you can decide if you save it, rename it, or cancel the save. Pushing this little flashlight button here makes that little icon come on the screen, and if we turn it around, there's actually a little white light on this, which is kind of cool. If you press and hold this button, it's going to come up with that little icon. Put on this white battery set. Can you see that little red laser dot? There, I turned off a light. Can you see that red laser dot? So you can see exactly where the center point on this camera screen is pointing, and ensure that you're pointing at the correct spot for temperature reading, which is very cool. And then if I press this again, short press, you're going to have the laser pointer as well as the little white light, which is very cool. To turn it off, press and hold. That will get rid of the laser, and then you got to click off the white light. Moving over from settings, we've got palette, and this is kind of cool. You get to change how the heat image appears. There's lava, black is hot, white is cool, and then reversed, black is cool, white is hot. We've got the rainbow HC, and then just red and gray. I'm going to keep it on iron for now. I kind of like how that looks. Moving over from palettes to the left, we've got something that's called view mode, and this is way cool. So check this out. We can go just the plain old infrared like you see. You can move it to just the ambient light, basically a camera, or my favorite, an overlay of the infrared plus the standard camera. So you can really see good what you're pointing at. I think that's very cool. So I just downloaded the app here, and the device is off, so let's go ahead and power it on. And now with it on, we should be able to just do a search, hopefully. No device available, it says. Aha, I figured it out. So enable the WLAN hotspot, and then it gives you an SSID and password. And then you just simply have to find it in your Wi-Fi list and connect to it. So you should be able to go back to the app here, and looky there, it's found it immediately. So we'll go ahead and connect. And check this out, it is a live stream to your phone of what the camera is seeing. Isn't that neat? So just for fun, let's just take a picture, and that saves directly to the app. And then of course you can take a video as well if you want. You can download it to your phone. So it's asking if it can have access to my photos. So you can actually download it to your camera roll if you want. And then you can also access any of the remote files on the memory card itself stored on the camera, which is cool. And you have the option to be able to just download it directly to your phone from the app. That could be very handy for a variety of different situations for sure. And that's basically the app in the nutshell. Okay, you guys, comment below and tell me if you agree that a thermal imaging camera is an absolute must-have if you're going to DIY any kind of power project. And if for some reason you don't agree, please elaborate and tell us why and what works better for you than something like this. I'm going to have links to this down in the description, as well as any coupon codes I can get for you from Thermal Master. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype. The 5 free things that really help small YouTube channels like mine. You guys really have no idea how big of a difference that makes, but it makes a massive, massive difference. So please continue to do those 5 free things for me, and in exchange, I'll continue to bring this free content to you. There's always something fun and exciting happening here that you're not going to want to miss. So stay tuned for more, stay safe, and we'll catch y'all next time.